All right, let's jump right in. Every single person running a business faces this one huge challenge. You work so hard to get a customer through the door, but how on earth do you get them to come back? Not just once, but over and over again. Well, today, we're going to break down 4 really powerful techniques to build that incredible, rock solid loyalty so your customers stick with you for good. So, first, let's start with a really big question. Just think about your own business for a second. Where are you putting most of your time, your energy, your money? It's kind of a wild fact, but getting a brand new customer can cost you 5 times more than just keeping an existing one happy. So, why do so many of us get this backwards? The difference is just night and day, right? Chasing new customers is a grind. It's expensive, it's hard, and there's absolutely no guarantee they'll even buy anything. But the people who've already bought from you, they are a goldmine. Taking care of them builds real, genuine loyalty, and that becomes the engine that actually grows your business for the long haul. We're talking about people who could buy from you 10, 20, maybe even 30 times. Okay, so how do we actually start building that loyalty? Well, our very first technique is all about knowing your customers so well, it's almost like you can read their mind. Think about this. Have you ever walked into your favorite little spot? A coffee shop or maybe a local noodle bar, and the owner just gives you a nod and asks, "The usual?" It's such a simple little thing, but it feels amazing, doesn't it? It means they see you, they remember you, they know what you like. That feeling right there, that's the core of this whole technique. And this isn't just for small shops. The biggest brands in the world do this on a massive scale. Netflix is constantly suggesting your next favorite show because it knows exactly what you've watched and loved. Social media feeds are designed to show you content it knows you'll stop and look at. Or think about high-end shopping, where a great personal shopper remembers your exact size and style, making everything effortless. Look, this isn't magic, it's just data. It doesn't matter if you're using some fancy AI system or just taking notes in a simple spreadsheet. The goal is exactly the same: collect information. Remember what your customers love, what they don't like, what they've bought before, and when they bought it. This is how you start to read their minds. So, once you really start to understand your customers one-on-one, the next step is to bring them all together. This brings us to technique number 2, which is all about making a shift from just having individual customers to creating a real loyal tribe. We call this a brand community. And please don't just think of this as an email list. No, no. This is a group of people who are connected by a shared passion that your brand happens to be at the center of. They might never meet in real life, but they feel this incredible sense of belonging with each other, all because of the space you created. And building this can start really simple. You could just create a private Facebook group. The absolute key is to show up and consistently provide value. Share tips, ask interesting questions, and get them talking to each other. If your brand is all about running, hey, host a virtual 5K. If it's about parenting, create a group for moms to share their wins and struggles. You have to make it their space. And this is where it gets really powerful. When you build a genuine community, you're creating something so much stronger than just a customer list. You're creating supporters. These people become your biggest cheerleaders. And believe me, when you launch something new, they are going to be the first ones in line ready to support you. Okay, so you get your customer, you've built a thriving community, but how do you keep them around for the long haul? That brings us to our last 2 techniques, which are all about keeping that momentum going and making sure they never, ever have a reason to leave. Here's a hard truth. You could have the most amazing, engaged community on the planet, but if your actual product or service just stays the same forever, people are eventually going to get bored. They'll start looking around for what's new. So, technique number 3 is a crucial reminder. You have to keep getting better, keep innovating, and keep giving your loyal fans a reason to be excited. But a great product isn't quite enough on its own if people just forget about you. And that leads us right into our 4th and final technique: creating consistent, valuable content. In the noisy world we live in today, this is how you stay on their radar. Putting out regular, helpful stuff ensures that when your customer is ready to buy again, your brand is the very first one they think of. And you can be really smart about this. You don't have to create brand new stuff for every single platform out there. A fantastic strategy is to create one big pillar piece of content, like a long video or a deep dive article. Then you just repurpose it. Chop it up into short clips, pull out some quotes, create some images, and share them everywhere your customers are hanging out online. So there you have it, 4 powerful techniques that all work together. And this isn't just some high-level theory. It's a real, practical framework. So now the focus shifts. It's about you and how you can start putting this into action in your business. Let's just quickly recap this blueprint. Think of it like a cycle that never stops. First, you read your customer's mind using data. With that deep understanding, you build a community, a real tribe. But you can't stop there. You have to keep improving your product to keep that tribe excited. And finally, you keep that relationship strong by staying top of mind with great, consistent content. It all feeds into itself.
You've got the blueprint, you've got the techniques. So the only question left is, what's one small thing you can do today to start building your community?